This is my gateway MT6728. Show you MT6728. See if I can. As you can see, it's very easy to take off the battery. Just pull this latch, pull it out. So originally it uses this part number 66M SBG, but I ordered a different compatible battery, or this one off of Amazon for about $17 in SQU-412. So this is the package it came in. It's not so bad. It has bubble wrap. Inside of it is the packaging or invoice. And here's the battery. You can't tell if it's refurbished or new. So here it is. It's a SQU-412. So this is the new battery I got off of Amazon, and here's the stock battery. So the old Gateway one was running at higher voltage, which could be a problem. But this one has slightly more milliamp hours of, I guess you call it charge, I'm not sure. So, although under the description it says it doesn't fit, it doesn't mention it fitting on an MT6728, the title says it fits of the ad, so it pops in just very easily. And you should try to charge it. It'll actually let it boot up on its own. So right now the battery runs just fine. I wanted to go into BIOS because this thing has a battery learning setup I mentioned in a different video. If I go into advanced, scroll down to battery learning, and I enable it, I might want to do this for a new battery. And when I exit and save, it'll go into the battery options, and you can see right now it's at 3400 milliamp hours. Bring it in a little closer so you can see, but that's because it's not fully charged. So I'm going to cancel that, turn this off. But so far the battery works. It looks pretty much like the stock battery and fits perfectly. But again, the voltage is less at 10.8 volts. Most of the batteries you find for this laptop is at 4400 milliamp hours. But you can get comparable milliamp hours. You can get the same exact part number. This battery should only cost you $15 on Amazon or eBay, but you could try getting the factory battery for $50. Doesn't hurt. I tried one cycle where it was fully charged, and the battery lasted for about an hour and a half, and that was while I was always running and doing something, surfing the internet and watching videos. So far the battery is pretty decent. Just waiting for the laptop to boot. I'm running Windows Server right now because it's an alternative to buying Windows 8. I got this free through DreamSpark, and I just set up Windows Server as a workstation. So as you can see, it boots up fine with the battery. I tried it already with one cycle and it lasted about an hour and 30 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes or something. The weird thing was when it was around 30% charge left, that's when it really drained. It went from 30 to 25, 20, and then 10%, all in a matter of like 5 or 10 minutes. So it's a cause for concern. I still need to go through a few battery cycles to make sure I properly set up the battery, so we'll see how it goes. But so far I get about an hour and a half, and this isn't the stock CPU, this is a T7500. The stock was a T2330, so I'm running an Intel Core 2 Duo at a higher frequency versus the older dual core. They probably ran less wattage, so that's it. So again, here's the new battery I bought for $16, $17, and this is the stock battery. Side by side, it's hard to tell the difference. They both have how much battery left button. You can see the connectors are pretty much exactly the same. Fix the zoom on this. Roughly the same size over here. And then you can see over here, not much of a difference. So again, these batteries seem exactly identical except for the actual specs on it. So this one's running at 5200 milliamp hour, but running at a lower voltage. This is the new battery, the SQU-412. This is the old battery that runs at a higher voltage. So it works, but we'll see. I've only tried one power cycle, and that lasted an hour 20, hour 30 minutes of complete usage. So that's it. I'll do one more check in that battery saving mode in BIOS, or battery learning mode, to check how much milliamp hours are actually in the battery after a full charge. So far it says at 80 something percent there's 3,800 milliamp hours, or was it 3,500? I don't remember, but I'll check again and post my results. So I'm going to let this charge. So I charged for over an hour. So over an hour got me 80% charge. My laptop has been charging for 3 hours about, and finally it's fully charged. Went from purple to blue. So now I'm going to see how much charge there is by going into setup. Pressing F2 right now to hopefully go into setup. And then in advanced, I'm going to turn on battery auto learning again. And then exit and see. So now it says capacity was only 3,458 milliamps before. It's not very pleasing to me, considering it says it's a 5,200 milliamp hour battery. So I'm going to let this run through 3 times and see if it changes. This takes quite a long time, a few hours. Actually, I don't know how long it takes, but it takes a long time. So let's see how it goes. It's supposed to be 5,200 milliamp hours, but I'm only seeing 3,458. But this is based on what the Gateway laptop is saying. After running the Smart Battery Auto Learning, it read that before all of this, there was only 3,458 milliamp hours, but now afterwards there's 3,800. It's very different from the supposed 5,200 milliamp hours of charge that's supposed to be inside of this battery. So I might try doing this one more time, but it looks like the battery isn't what it says. Or there might be something wrong with my laptop. So I'm gonna try running this one more time. The battery auto learning, to see if it can learn any more about the battery. So let's try it one more time. Save changes. Again, this battery is supposed to be a 5200 milliamp hour battery, but right now it's only reading 3800. So it's very surprising. It looks like it's not working properly. So it's going to run through its cycle. After the second pass, the same readings for battery percentage. 3800 milliamps. So it's not even close to the 5200 that's supposed to be.